There's lots of buzz surrounding tonight's episode of ABC's Lost, and Kristen Beach knows why.
Yes, I was on the set in Hawaii, and that buzz you're hearing is actually bees.
So what can you tell us about this episode that we're doing now?
Clearly, Evangeline Lilly isn't supposed to say, so we'll show you.
It's gonna take not move. What's the beehive doing there? Beehives are supposed to be in trees.
This sneak peek at the latest episode explains why Dominic Monaghan looked like this when we visited the set in Hawaii.
I got one here, here, and here, and here. Charlie manages to stand on a hive of angry bees, which is just
not a good idea.
No, it's his further kind of downfall into a nervous breakdown.
Bees aren't the only new danger, as our girl Kate discovers. This new indoor set of caves will become home for some castaways, but not all.
It causes a little bit of a fracture in the group, and this is the beginning of 2 camps.
You do start to see a definite crevice between people thinking one way and people thinking another way, and that becomes a huge geographical dynamic, and it becomes a huge emotional and relational dynamic that wasn't there before.
Speaking of relations, any hope for Jack and Kate?
As soon as we found out that we had caves, everyone was like, oh, Kate and Jack are going to move into a cave together, aren't they? This is the next step in their relationship.
But despite a little gratuitous skin, no romance anytime soon. Though behind the scenes, Terry O'Quinn did have a romantic gesture.
What would you take on a deserted island if you could only take one thing? What would that be?
Would there be food and water?
Yes.
Okay, I would take my wife.
Oh.
And I would take a lot of books.
Okay, good.
And I would take Matt Dillon.
That's funny because that's what my answer would have been.
Yeah, my wife really likes Matt Dillon. And I need some time to read.
Aren't you sweet that you're not only bringing your wife, but a treat for your wife?
I'm thinking about you, babe.
Now, 2 things very few people know about the Lost set. It was built inside a warehouse that was the site of the worst mass murder in Hawaii history. And inside those skeleton beds at lunchtime, you'll find sleeping crew members.